Hi everyone, welcome to Joe Learns How to Cook. Today I'm trying something basic, which is how to cook a butter basted steak. It's supposed to be easy to prepare, easy to cook, and easy to mess up as well. I'm going to use a ribeye, and I will aim for medium rare. Hopefully I will not overcook my steak, okay? So let's try this, shall we? First, we gotta do a little bit of a prep, and I like to use aluminum foil to prepare my steak, and so that I have less things to wash. Okay, so we can just put our steak on top of this aluminum foil, season our steak, and do everything on top of this aluminum foil, and just throw it away later on. So to show you the utensils, I'm using a stainless steel pan. The best pan to use is cast iron, but I don't have it, so stainless steel pan works as well. And then you have a silicone tongue. And our main seasoning today is just salt and pepper. And I'm using olive oil. And because we're cooking a butter-basted steak, the most important thing is butter. I'm using a salted butter. You can use unsalted, and later on you can put some more salt. It's up to you. So let's put all of this stuff aside, and we're going to start preparing our steak. The first thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that my steak is as dry as possible. So I'm going to take out some paper towels and start absorbing whatever liquid that is on my steak. This will allow the steak to sear better when it hits the pan, and hopefully we can create a beautiful golden brown crust on our steak. Once the steak is relatively dry, we want to season it with salt and pepper. Since I'm using salted butter, I'm just holding myself back on the salt. But if you are using unsalted butter, season your steak very, very generously. And do the same thing with pepper. And once every inch of the steak is covered with salt and pepper, we're good to go. Last but not least, I'm going to take out some aromatics, sprigs of thyme, a bunch of rosemaries, and about 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to crush the garlics so that it will release a little bit more of its juice later on, and this will allow me to easily peel the garlic skin off. And finally, we are ready to cook, ladies and gentlemen. Turn on the stove and heat up the pan. We are going to add a little bit of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons should be enough. And just wait a bit until the oil is hot enough. It should be shimmering and flowing on the pan easily. And if we get it right, when we put in our steak, we should be hearing this sizzling sound. We want to make sure that our steak is searing well, so keep pushing it against the pan, especially on the middle portion, because usually that side is not in touch with the bottom of the pan. So by pushing it down, hopefully it will sear better. Okay, so once this side has cooked for about 2 minutes, we are ready to flip it and let the other side sear as well. And let's see whether there's fondant. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And our steak over here is doing quite okay. As you can see, the surrounding areas are probably the outer part seems to sear quite okay. It's golden brown and crusty, but the middle portion is great. So probably I didn't push it enough, or I should have leave it a little bit longer. But yeah, we don't want that gray middle part, actually. But anyway, put in some of our garlic, our rosemary, and thyme, and then butter. So the same thing like the other side, we want to leave our steak to sear for about 2 minutes on this side as well. This way they will cook evenly, hopefully. And once we reach 2 minutes, we are going to lower down the heat and start basting our steak. So basically I'm just shifting my steak towards the upper side of my pan and tilting the pan towards my side so that the oil and butter is pooling on the bottom side of the pan, and that allows me to scoop I made a mess over there. That allows me to easily scoop the butter and the oil, and then just keep basting the steak for about 1 minute or 2 minutes more to make sure that we reach the desired level of doneness. So it seems about done over here. It's rare or medium rare, so I'm just going to baste it for maybe a few more spoonful, and I'm going to take it off the heat and let the steak to rest. So there it is, our steak, but we're not just going to cut it yet. We're going to leave it to rest for maybe about 5 minutes. Otherwise, all the juices will just gush out if we cut it right now, and our steak will be dry. So while waiting for our steak to rest, we can prepare some side dish. Over here I have steamed some corn, and while it's hot I put some butter on top of my corn, and then just mix in some hot sauce. And it's awesome, it tastes awesome. So just some corn and butter and hot sauce. And I also bought some pre-washed herb salad. So back to our steak, we're going to put some of these leafy greens so that we're having a healthy and balanced meal with some fiber around. And then we're going to add our corn as well. I should probably fix the focus of my camera over here, but you know, I only got 2 hands, so please bear with it. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to cut our steak. Let's see if we manage to hit medium rare. If it is, then I'll consider it a success. And here we go. Oh, it's perfectly pinked. I'm really happy with the result. And if you've been trying to follow along, I hope this is useful, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.